Yo, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to a brand new video on the channel. Inside of today's video, I'm going to be taking a look at the Codemagic games. We just played it a few hours ago. Some really intense games and a lot at stake in these monthly finals, so definitely need to win every single game. Going forward, these games are must wins towards our world's journey. Let's jump into the first game. Okay then, guys, so going into the first game, some assembly required Siege. So the bans for this were Surge and Gale. So in scrims, literally no team will face him. We're banning Surge. So a bit of a surprise for Codemagic to bring out the Surge ban, just because a lot of the meta that we had practiced with were just doing like counter Surge. So normally it's like double thrower Surge on this map, but going back into the old meta, so Gale and Surge bans, so Mr. P and Max are in play. So we thought we'd go for the Max because BB just isn't as good on Siege as she used to be. She used to be really good on Siege, but now she's not really best. So we thought we'd go with a Max, just in case they brought out like a Frank or something like that. Max is just good overall. So they get the first one with the Jackie. It's really hard to get a Jackie out of her, especially if you haven't got a gene pool to break up the walls. Jackie's really good at just staying behind that wall, but then again, she's not really that good in the meta, so not really too sure why they actually picked her in the end. But they get the first one, not so bad overall. SpenLC able to dash in. Gene's really low, but I managed to take him out. Anyway, I get a nice pull on some Bentley. We're able to take him down. But again, I believe we do get this round. I can't actually remember here, but we are definitely in a better position here. Let's see, do we get this one? Not too sure actually. Yeah, we do get this one to 6, but we're actually in a really bad position there because now they've got a couple of bolts into the next round. Tom gets pulled, which basically near enough means GG. We have to get every single bolt near enough on the respawn. I do get a kill on some Bentley, but Tom dying there is going to really hurt our push. We could have got a lot of damage on there. Barley's the main damage dealer, so it's going to kill our offense massively. So we have to collect 5 bolts to their none, basically. We have to collect near enough every single bolt. Semantic doing a good job already collecting that one. I need to get my super to try and help one of these lanes. Jetten gets one of these bolts. As I said, it's really hard to push a Jackie, especially without any support. Jetten's able to pick that one. Maybe should have just pulled quicker. He's able to bank that in time. We're not able to take him down, so he's able to bank that one. And we could have actually nearly clutched it up if we killed that Jackie. That was the decisive one. If we killed that Jackie, it would have been a tie, I believe. Yeah, it would have been a tie. So as I said, we would have killed that. We would have won that one. So they're able to get the first one there. Again, not really too much to really speak about, to be honest. It was just a really quick game, really fast paced. They just managed to collect obviously more bolts than us and win that one. So nothing more to say on this one really. We just got outplayed that one. Let's jump right into the next game. Okay, guys, going into the second game of the first set then. So we've opted for the Frank. They definitely thought that Jackie was a good pick, so we've gone for Frank. Frank's really good against a Jackie and just good on Siege overall at the moment, especially now that BB's got a lot of nerfs. She's not going to be very good in the meta, so we opted for the Frank. Definitely a good pick on our end. They're going to be hard countering Jackie like crazy, so they're going to get the first one. Not too bothered at all. We can just let them get most of the rounds as long as we get the last Siege but with this comp we're going to be able to win because Frank is so good on defense. There's just no way, especially with Frank's super. Samantha did a really good job of holding the Frank super. They can't do anything, they can't push because Frank's just going to super them. So really good defense there. They get a little bit of damage off, but again we've got a good respawn. I get a good pull on Cursed, able to pull him into the Ike there, and Semantic misses the pull there, but not really the end of the world. There, instead of using my gadget, probably should have just shot him once and then pulled him into the zone. So that enables them to get 2 bolts, but instead we kind of want to throw this round anyway. As you can see, we get a pull on Curse, but we're just letting them collect the bolts. So remember Tom calling, I'm not going to collect this bolt, we're going to let him get this round because he knows once we get a final Siege bolt, we're going to be able to win this one. So as you guys probably know, it takes 5 seconds for a bolt to actually go to your own Ike, so that's why Tom left that there. So we're able to lose this round, but there's no way we're going to be able to get much damage, especially with a Jackie in the comp. If he had something a bit more long range, they probably would have got a lot more damage, but Frank's just really good on defense. With 8 bolts, we just need 1 more bolt to secure the win here, so I get a pull on Cursed, and all we need to do, normally in this scenario, if Cursed didn't go down, we would have just like triple stacked a lane, but I got a nice pull on him, so we're able just to go up. Anyway, Jetten's going to get low, there's no way he's going to be able to survive that, so we're able to kill him there. And we basically got this round, so it's near enough no way that they're going to be able to defend this. We've got a Frank on offense, we've got a Barley on offense. The only way we're going to be able to win it is if Curse does a crazy pull on the Siege bot there. So Tom with a Barley super who does 11%, really good super from Tom. And Curse is going to go for the sneak play again, but Semantic with a really nice super, able to finish him off. And from there, it's basically no way they're going to be able to defend that. So good retaliation from us. First game, we just really weren't in sync, but this game picking it up. Let's jump right into the next game. Alright guys, going into the last game of this set then. So we switched out the Frank for the Spike, because we anticipated them going Frank. So Spike's a really good matchup for a Pam and a Frank on this map, as long as you don't feed the Frank. So Semantic's job is to just literally abuse these two and do not open up the map. I did open up the map a little bit, but it's secured as a kill, so I didn't really mind it too much. Semantic does go down, but we got the first siege bolt, so in a really good position here. Again, Barley's a really good matchup for a Frank and a Pam. As long as the walls are up, Barley's going to be able to just absolutely clap every single brawler that comes down his lane. So Tom with a nice kill on Cursed, I'm able to pull the Frank as well. And we're in a really good position, only one bolt down for this one. So we can just keep position here. We don't want to go for like the last siege bot or anything. We just want to get every single one in this scenario here. So Cursed going to be dashing in here. I just messed up my word in there, but I'm able to pull Cursed through the wall. I know it was one shot and probably could have pinched, but it's good just to get the kill and just confirm it. So basically Jetton's really low here, we're just going to keep him low as well, and we use the super on Cursed to keep him back. So again, we've got a siege bot, we've already got 40% done to their Ike save, so we're in a really good position here. They can just push up and get this bolt here. I don't want to give Jetton super. I'm just going to pull and waste one of his gadgets. So not being a word, I'm going to be able to get my gene pool like instantly, basically. So in a really good position, as I said again. We're only down by 2 bolts. There's literally no way, especially with a Spike super, that Frank can push up. Maybe he could pop his gadget and walk through like Spike super, because the gadget actually gets rid of the slow effects. But Jetton's just getting bullied by Semantic's Spike there. Tom's doing a really good job against the Max, keeping him low at all times, and Curse goes down there as well. So now that Tom's won his lane, he can help destroy the Pam turret. That's my only worry at the minute, was that Pam turret, but we're able to get them all down. We're able to win this siege game in dominant fashion. We did have a pretty much of a hard counter to these guys, but still played it really well, played it flawlessly, and got the win in that one. So we're going to be able to take that set 1-0 in sets overall. Let's jump into the next one. Okay then guys, the next game is up, and it's Deeper Danger Bounty. So normally what you'd see from these kind of compositions on this map is like the control comps, so like the Mr. P's, the ticks, but especially in this type of meta and competitive, you can't afford to go that comp just because of the Poco double tank comps. They just completely wreck control comps. So both teams opted for a bit of a hybrid, a Jackie and a double thrower. That's pretty good against double tank, to be fair. You've got the Jackie just protecting the throwers, so I mean, not a bad combination from them. We picked the El Primo because we anticipate like a Frank or like a Mortis or a Jackie, and Primo is just a really good tank counter. Literally no tanks can beat Primo in a 1v1, so Primo is definitely good in that aspect, especially in a tank meta. So at the minute, 5 all in stars. We don't want to go all in. We need to wait for Semantic to push them all together. And again, double throw is really not good against double tank, especially Jackie. Jackie counters them really well. So they're just able to constantly cycle their supers over and over again. But we've got a Poco healer keeping us alive for this whole time. And now, even though we're drawing, we've got a much better composition against this team. So we want to keep pressuring them back and try and get them in the spawn. And especially in the last like 10 seconds, you want to be doing that, just collapsing on them at the end and then sneaking out. So Semantic's going to have a really tough time getting a super because he's constantly got these throwers raining down on him over and over again. He needs to stay on a Jackie to build up a super though. 30 seconds left. There is a sprout wall, so I can't obviously go through, but I'm actually sneaking in, trying to keep their aggro as much as possible. 25 seconds left. We're going to keep them back because we don't want to get pinned back either, because double throwers are deadly once they've got positioning. So I actually missed a shot on that tick head and it actually hits me, so that could have really cost us that. I could have gone in a lot earlier, to be fair, if I would have got that tick head down. Semantic's doing a good job staying alive. I managed to get the tick down, but Semantic used his jump to kill the Jackie. I didn't think he actually realised that I was going to get the kill there. I'm not too sure. I think things were just a bit hectic in VC. He probably didn't hear us, so we're getting the draw in the end. Let's jump right into the next game. Okay then guys, going into the next game then. So he's actually stuck with the Primo. This was just because Primo didn't actually work as well as it could have. So we kind of thought that, you know, we'll probably end up switching it out. So we just kind of baited him and chose the same comp. But Semantic goes down, but it doesn't really matter. We need him to get his super out, so he's not going to have a good impact on the game. That Gene waste pool completely. I thought he probably thought Tom was going to go to the other side, but Tom jukes him well. In a really good position again. They've switched out the tick for the Gene, which is pretty good. Gene and Jackie are a really good combination. If they can just keep cycling pools on us over and over again, we're going to keep winning that. But I've managed to sneak in and get a bit of pressure. Semantic again going in, trying to get his super. That's a really good Gene knockback that basically kills him there. Again, only down by 1 star. We're in a good position. We've got him pinned back, and that's where you want him, especially on this map. You don't want to lose that mid grass, because you just get pressure back so easily in the corner, and it's so easy to get like a team wipe. So I'm pushed up against the wall. I managed to push an all back there. I'm going to go in, get some pressure so Semantic can then build up a super as well. We're all getting a good pinch off. I managed to go down, but I knew even if I went down that Semantic's going to get his super, and he's just going to go absolutely ham on these guys. So as you see, Semantic's just throwing them, jumping on them over and over again. He does actually get pulled, but he does manage to jump out, but I don't think he actually survives this. No, he just barely dies on 29 HP, which was a big mistake there, near enough. But I managed to get Sprout down. I managed to sneak through and just get a quick kill on him. But 25 seconds left again, especially with this kind of comp, you can just collapse on them on this map. It's a really good strategy. Definitely recommend doing it, especially at the end of bout game. So I'm going to use this pressure. We've got Poco with the heals. I mean, he's got his super as well, so we're going to be in a good position regardless. I'm going to go in and pull him towards Semantic so he can get in their face much easier. That basically secures it so Semantic can get his super, and he jumps out in time. Curse just not able to get the pull in time. I don't think even if he hit the pool, we wouldn't be able to kill him, but we managed to clutch up in the end there. Currently 1-0 in sets. Let's jump into the next game. Guys, going into the next game of this set there, so we really like the Jean and Jackie combination, especially against tanks. It's actually a really good combination, really underrated, so we thought we'd switch that out. We used Sprout to kind of break up the grass and keep positioning, so they've used the Rosa instead, so definitely a better tank to Primo, even though Primo could have actually really hard countered this comp, so I'm kind of a bit annoyed that we switched in the end. But with Gene Pool, as I said, I actually missed that one. I think that was one of the only ones I missed this game. Sorry for the spoilers, but that was a really bad pull at the beginning. But that actually made us concede a lot of pressure. As you can see, these guys can just run into us. They've got a Pogo heal, so they can just keep going in over and over again. But I know that Curse, there's no way he's going to get out. People said, why did you use the pull there? But the Pogo healing and his gadget would have kept him alive, so I kind of had to pull him there. So I actually had a bit of a brain fart there. But still, we managed to get the kill on Cursed. And we got super again. I know where Cursed is because Poco shot there all the way around the wall and Rosa didn't get healed. So I knew it was only in that corner. We were able to take him down there. So really nice. In a good position here. Tom's doing a really good job of keeping these guys back with Sprout. Sprout's really not got a good matchup against this comp. He hasn't got the damage to kind of keep him back. But he can just keep placing his walls over and over again. That's a good wall to trap Jetting. But then they've got a Poco super. They just keep coming in. Luckily, I've got a gadget to knock him back a little bit. Tom's in the corner from the Jackie. Semantic with really nice pressure there. I'm able to get the Uno reverse card on the Cursed and we're able to kill him. So Tom's literally in the corner. He's prolonging as long as possible. Jetting probably should have just gone out instead of going for that kill, because there's no way he was getting out safely there. So now Semantic enabled me to build up my super. He said, yeah, get them shots towards your super, then you can get a pull. And obviously the best one to go for here is a Poco. SpenLC reveals his position. I'll just pull him towards the Jackie and it's basically GG's for that one. So that's actually 2-0 open sets so far. Let's jump into the next set. Okay guys, going into the third set then. So this is a comp that both teams opted to go for. It's because it's best hybrid comp. It's really good against Poco double tanks, really good against like a Mr. P and other kind of combinations. This is by far the best comp to go when Gale and Surge are banned, just because it deals with everything else. You kind of want one of them comps. You want a comp that's basically bulletproof, because this kind of meta when Surge and Gale are banned, it's a very rock paper scissors meta. So you want to find one comp that's as good as possible against every single comp and try and run it there. So we're able to get the first goal there. A nice kill from Tom. And the pull on, I forgot what I actually pulled in the end, but enabled us to get the goal there. So I've got to pull it again. We're just going to be pulling it just. I'm not too sure why he popped his gadget. Bit of a waste of a gadget. There was no way he was going to be able to survive that anyway, so he should have just took the death. But Tom doing a good job. He did keep the Gene low enough so we can then pressure them backwards. So I believe I am kind of close to pull again. And me and Semantic just keeping him back, waiting for Tom to enter up the map here. So I actually get the pull on Cursed. He had pull, so he started going for the more aggro position, but I don't think he knew that I was close to pull. So as soon as I got that pull, I was in range, so I could just auto-aim it as fast as possible. I'm able to get that. So most simple pulls I actually do auto-aim, but you just got to know the right position, the right timing. As you can see here, I was really close to my super, but Cursed had his, so I thought I'll do the same thing again, but like an idiot. Gene actually is diagonal from me, so I need to manually aim that one as fast as possible. Should have just gone for a flick or something. Don't know why I auto-aimed that one, but again, I was going for a bit of a pinch there on Jetting, but Tom passed me the ball, so I was a bit confused and didn't know what to do with the ball, and we all managed to go low. A bit too aggro from our position. I get the pull there because I'm just stuck in a really bad spot there. Both Tom and Semantic are low, so basically they're near enough guaranteed a goal in this position. Actually, no, I missed a pull, so that is really, really costly. If I just wait for them to push up and then pulled, we probably could have got out of that. So that's a really costly pull for me. I just realised that was definitely on me, because if I saved that pull, we could have definitely got one of them and it stopped their attack. So that was probably on me, but I missed that one. Definitely just definitely flaps at that pull. So again, we're still in a good position though. I did just miss that pull. I think I did just panic because I kind of did throw with that gene pull. So I mean, I thought I needed to kind of revive myself and get a really nice pull. But when Max has got speed, I need to just learn that every single time there's no reason to go for a pull unless you've got max speed yourself, because it's so hard to hit one, especially when you've been speeded up. You just it goes so fast, there's nobody going to hit it. So we've got max speed, we're in a really good position here. We've all gotten pinned back, but Tom goes a bit too far and gets gene pulled, and then Max straight away supers. So they're in a really good position here. I get a pull on Jeton, so that Semantic can nearly take him down. Jeton's really low, but he's able to super flick that into the goal. So really nice goal from Jeton there. Let's jump into the next game. Okay guys, going into the second game of this set. So currently 1-0 down in this set. We need 2 more games in this set to obviously win the whole game. Currently 2-0 up overall, and both gone for the same comp. There's really nothing you can counter this comp with, because Max absolutely shreds the tanks, so can't really go with that kind of combination. Get me right, I got Mr. P to counter the Gene, but both Semantic and Tom wanted to keep the Gene because of how good of a synergy the Max Gene combination is. So at a minute, we've got a better trade-off. We've got Semantic and Tom alive, so we're definitely in a better position in this moment in time. Tom's doing a really good job of just slicing the Curse, keeping him low. So Curse can't really go for a pull if he's low, just because we're going to be able to kill him. So Curse with a pull. I actually pulled as well, but I've got a gadget. I'm just spamming that gadget button, trying to get the cancellation on him so I can stay alive. Tom doing a really good job of keeping him pinned back. I'm just going to pass the ball up. Again, I think I'm close to pull, so I'm telling Semantic to stay by me. In a Gene Max combination, a Gene and Max just want to stick by each other constantly because of them Gene heals. So we're able to take down Jeton with a nice pinch. I kind of messed up my pull again. This was just a really hectic moment. I knew if I got the kill, we're going to be able to score, so I tried to do something really quick. But Tom, again, messed up a little bit there with a goal, just not in that one tile little shot. As you see, most of the time, people can just sneak it in from a one tile radius, but just missing out on that. I get a nice pull on Curse when it goes a bit aggro outside of a goal. I also intercepts it from some SpenLC outside. Was 1,000,000% a goal from him. So really nice super again from Tom to clutch up in the end there. So again, 1-0 up, we're in a really good position. 50 seconds left. The same as last game. We're basically outplaying them here, but Tom gets pulled again. It is a 2v3 in their favour, so they're all low though, so we're still keeping our positioning really well here. Semantic's focusing on the Gene, which is what you want to do, because obviously Gene doesn't heal up himself with his star power, so you want to be going for him. And then Tom with a really unfortunate misplay there. So as everyone probably knows, with Carl, you can't save it if you're supered, so definitely a misclick from Tom. I don't think I've seen Tom do anything like that, so I mean, I'll give him that benefit of the doubt there. I don't need to be toxic towards him, even though that's a really bad play. I'll give him the benefit of the doubt because I definitely made some bad plays throughout these games. So with 1-1 left on the overtime, they're in a really good position here. They've got a Gene Pool, they've got Carl's super. Jen's just going to super in for a bit of position here. Curse with really nice kill on Semantic, and as the walls drop, he's able to super shot that in. So really well played from Curse there. They're able to get the win on that set. Let's jump into the next game. Kevin, guys, into the fourth set. On to Sandy Gems. So normally, we've not really practiced too much with the Gale and Surge bans. So normally, we do play with Surge on this map. So going back into the old meta, Spike used to be really good here. But against a triple range kind of composition, Spike's just not going to have any value whatsoever. He's just going to struggle against the longer range brawlers. So Max against a Rico should be a really good matchup. Brock against Brock is fair. Spike, as long as he can keep sneaking in the grass, should be pretty decent against a Max. As you can see, he's able to take down Curse fair. Tom just barely missing that 1v1 interaction with Jeton. Jeton able to get a clutch kill. He's able to get more shots on the safe and actually taking our safe down by 20%. I'm at the minute, you can't see in the picture, but I'm keeping both of these guys back at the moment. I'm just keeping my position. I don't want to defend. I need to keep my aggro up. So Curse is going to be going in there. Curse is a really good Max, so he's doing a really good job of being aggro. I'm able to take him down there, so I've got a nice double kill to get us a lot of positioning. I need to heal up though, so Jeton's going on my lane now. As a Rico, it's kind of hard to win lane with Brock unless obviously you're already in the grass. He's able to get some nice bounce shots. So here I'm getting pinched. Jeton's able, well, SpenLC's able to get a kill on me there. We're in a really bad situation here. Literally 40% down, a really bad start. But Semantic able to get a kill on Curse, able to get a little bit of damage off. He's going to die, but getting 13% off. I believe I'm one shot to my super. It took us this long to get up the map as a team. There's just too many enemies that were just sneaking in. I've got a Brock jump to evade theirs. Tom's going to win that 1v1, I believe. That's a nice kill from Semantic, actually being able to finish off Cursor. So now, as I said, with 50 seconds left, we've finally got our positioning. We need everyone to hold their kind of lanes with a spike comp. Well, with this kind of comp, this meta, it's really control based, so a lot of people just tend to stick on their lanes and just constantly cycle, wait for the enemies to spawn, kill them, recycle over and over again. So I get a shot on the save there, only like 10% in it in this scenario, but spike in the open, literally all the map is open, and Spike's just not going to do that well as well, especially with Max in the open as well. It's going to be hard for a Brock to hit him, but Tom able to get a clutch kill there. If I would have stayed alive, it would have been a lot closer, but as you can see, we're in a really tough spot here. We're literally like 50% down, 15% to 54%, 5 seconds left. You'd think in this scenario there's no chance. Literally 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we somehow managed to clutch that up. That is literally the craziest ending I've ever seen in a Heist game by far. Literally nearly 50%, we were down with 5 seconds left, and we're able to get it with I think it was Tom and my Brock super, and then even a couple of spike shots even getting there. Remember in VC, Semantic saying that's basically GG, but as you'll see by the replay here, literally with 5 seconds left, we're able to get that off. So that was literally one of the most insane endings to a Heist game I've ever seen, I think, and I bet you guys will agree. As you can see in slow motion, literally so much down in percentage, but so many clutch shots coming in at the end there. Alright guys, going into the second game of this set, so currently on match point, we opted for the switch on the Spike. Spike really struggled in that matchup, so Cole is a really good pick against a Brock and a Rico, so Cole should be pretty decent. SpenLC with definitely a better 1v1 interaction there. Tom actually opting to leave Curse there and go for the safe. So at the minute, it's still an equal position. SpenLC's get some really nice shots on the safe though. I believe Brock does about 8% per shot, especially with the incendiary style power, so he's doing a good job against some chip damage onto our safe. But at the minute, only 8% down. We're still in a really good position. Tom needs to heal up though. I'm going to keep my lane to try and get some chip shots, and obviously my aim is to break down them walls. So then you've got the Max and the Brock raining down. Jetting with his speed style power, definitely really good on Heist. I tend to normally use super bouncy, but especially on this map, the speed's definitely a really good option to go. So now we're in the lead here. We've got all the position, all of us are really high in HP as we've healed up, but I believe I do go a bit too aggro there, tank too many shots, and I have to fall back. So Tom's going to be cover firing for me. A nice dash back from Curse there, and I didn't actually realise Brock was in there. I don't know if someone called it out or just didn't hear or anything, but that really cost us that game, because I thought I was just free. If I knew Brock was in there, I could have just stayed back, healed up, and definitely taken him down quicker. Semantic chokes quite a few shots there, which is really unfortunate. They're just able to finish the safe like that, which is really bad defense on our side of things. I think we were just a bit too hyped up to try and win that. Okay guys, going into game point, well match point at the same time again. So I've switched for the Rico. We just went for a mirror matchup because I know I'm good Rico. Tom's playing a really good Max, and Semantic is a good Brock. So in this scenario, we knew we were doing pretty well. Tom does amazing to sneak through there and get the double kill. That is such an amazing play from Tom. Tom was definitely playing out of his mind throughout these games. As you can see, he's just dodging, weaving constantly. A bit of a weird Max dash, but he's still able to get out in time. I'm just going to cover fire him whilst he heals up. And again, Tom's going to go in there. We're going to work for the pinch on the Curse. Semantic does a good job taking down some Bentley. And then jetting on my lane. Again, Semantic tapping these guys, breaking up the mid. So we're in a really good position again with this comp, especially in a mirror matchup. You just want to keep positioning. So I'm going to miss my super there, which is really unfortunate. But nonetheless, we're still in a really good position. Again, I'm just going to go aggro, try and get that Max away from Tom. Tom getting some good chip damage on the safe there, and so is Semantic. So already down. They're already down 60%. We're doing an amazing job. Again, we just want to heal up, wait for them to come out of spawn. I know if a Max dashed on me with my gadget, I'm going to be able to take him, well, take her down within a flash. So I've got my speed star power. Probably should have just ran back up there, but was a bit afraid of jetting. But luckily I shot before I died. I'm able to take him down anyway. So that was really clutch. Tom again winning his 1v1 interaction. Semantic doing a good job just healing in time. There, I've got Rico super, so again I'm looking for the value, trying to keep them back, and I think one of Semantic's rockets did hit some Bentley there, so I'm in a really good position. Again, some Bentley with a good super. I have to fall back, But Tom and Semantic playing really good inside of this game. I can't believe how well they actually played inside of this one. So 40 seconds left. We've got a Brock super coming up. That's a really nice super again from Semantic. And I'm just keeping the max back so Tom can push up here. So Tom with some really nice shots on Cursed. He's able to get him pretty low. So again, we're just going to go in aggro here. Max is really good against Brock. We've got the percentage up here, so we can really nearly end it here, but literally one shot here. I remember literally screaming in VC, I was like, how isn't it dead? And then Semantic's just like, I've got this, and he's able to deal with the finishing block. Okay guys, this is going to be the end of today's video. I hope you really enjoyed really close games against Codemagic. Definitely GG's to them. But SK games going on the channel tomorrow, so definitely stay tuned for that. I'll give you my take on the game, some really close games again, but definitely stay tuned for that. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe guys, and I'll see you all next time.